Welcome back to the Degenerates Basement Podcast. I am your host, Some Robot Toaster. Today's sponsor is Stark Industries. Welcome to the forefront of innovation and engineering excellence. Stark Industries, the vanguard of cutting-edge technology. From advanced weaponry to state-of-the-art robotics, Stark Industries continues to redefine what's possible. We are the architects of future where science fiction becomes reality. At Stark Industries, we push boundaries, creating the tools that protect and empower. Our commitment to progress has made us the trusted name in groundbreaking solutions. Join us on the journey of limitless possibilities. Explore our revolutionary advancements in energy, aerospace, and artificial intelligence. Stark Industries is shaping a brighter future for all. Whether it's defending the world or improving everyday life, Stark Industries is there, providing the technology that changes lives. Embrace the power of innovation with Stark Industries. Together we build a world where dreams become real. This podcast is brought to you by Stark Industries. Embrace future, powered by innovation. So who are you people?
Oh, hey guys, it's me again, J.A. Vagabond.
And Crack Sparrow.
With a new guy.
New guy,
Say
too.
your name, new guy. Do it. Do it.
Should I say Deadly?
Yes.
I call myself Deadly Zay.
Yeah?
Yep.
I mean, if that's how people can find you, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Deadly Zay.
Deadly Zay.
Deadly Zay.
Also known as
Deadly
Zay.
Deadly
Zay.
Zay. That's fine with me. He doesn't have a government name. Who needs that?
He's Rick Sanchez. Fucking, blips and chips,
We got
Yeah,
somebody
Blitz and
else in the room, you guys.
Very true.
We have a spectator making sure we behave ourselves. Say your name.
Maddie.
Maddie's back. All right. So,
His initiation question, now that we're 2 minutes in and won't get demonetized.
yeah, every time we get somebody new, we're going to start asking this question. It's already been asked a million times, but we don't have Deadly Zay's answers for this question. So, what was an animated character that you had a crush on and you wanted to diddle their poontang with? Because this is a very relatable question.
He's
'cause I know
rubbing
everybody-
his chin, like, again, it's an audio podcast, so we have to describe what he's doing. Like, this man's thinking deep.
So many options, You got
He's in the thinker
waifus,
position.
the other waifus.
I talk a little louder for the mic.
He said waifu.
There's tons of waifus, man. I
But
don't
what
think
is-
I could pick.
But what is one that you think about a lot and you're like, oh, you know what? I would die for this cartoon character.
Toga.
From My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like crazy girls, I guess. I don't blame you.
Nothing like saying a girl wants to cut you and then drink your blood.
Knife play, it's a real thing.
It is.
We should have been sponsored by Knife Play.
We are not
Cut your
going to be
partner.
sponsored by Kinks.
Very true.
In the next podcast, we're going to be sponsored by Kinks, and you guys are going to like it, you sickos.
That's just why.
Because everybody has a kink. It's so relatable, just like this question. Or
Fine, you want to go?
deadly.
You want to go about kinks? I can go about this.
Censor
No!
Did you know kinks are hereditary?
Yes.
It comes from your parents.
Actually, I don't
Yeah.
think that's fully true, too. I think it's also through child development, also.
That too, but it's mainly through parents.
Damn,
Like what you're mainly into is the same thing as your parents. So there you go. You want
So
to
for
talk
the-
about
trying to
kinks?
think
There you
of
go.
that.
So for the foot people, your parents are weird. Which parent is the foot fetish person?
Right?
It's most likely your dad. A foot job don't hurt. Nobody.
Black Canary.
Black
Canary.
Black Canary. That's a good one. That's a
Black
good one.
Okay.
You fucking guys are nerds. You're a nerd. You're a nerd. Find me. Oh. So we celebrated Angelo's birthday today.
That
His
is
party. His birthday
very
already
true.
passed, but we celebrated his party. And the way we did it was we all beat the shit out of each other, so that was great.
It was more of a tuning exam style sparring tournament.
It was fun. Everybody got hurt, but consensually, and nobody got mad at each other, thankfully, and we all I had a good time. I don't know. Did you
I
guys
had
have
a
good
I
great
time?
had a fun time.
Nothing like being injured at the end of the fight.
Oh yeah, Alex and I, or Crack Sparrow. Sorry,
Yeah,
Sorry.
they know me as Alex
Okay,
as well.
I
I just
couldn't
use
remember.
Crack Sparrow more often.
But yeah, Crack Sparrow and I, we were the ones fighting each other, so we kind of walked out of there like with some boo boos and owies.
A lot of
I
fish shots.
sparred Beholder of Rats, Dez, and to spar Julian. So everybody in the podcast was in
Deadly.
a fight today.
That's all good.
Deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly Zay.
Deadly Zay.
But other than that, we're trying to think. This is coming up dry podcast. We're trying to figure out stuff to talk about. But I do have like 2 improv sessions, and there's one that I specifically want to do with you, Angelo. Here, let me pull it out of
Wait,
my
can
handy
I
dandy
piss you
Pokédex.
off before the podcast?
I
You
also
sure that's a
have
good
few-
idea?
I
Yeah,
do
go ahead.
remember a story as well.
Irked the hell out of me, I guess.
Hi, Auntie.
I don't see you. Dead air, dead air, dead air.
Dead air, dead
Dead air,
air.
dead air. Cut that, cut that, cut that.
So, since there's a lot of dead air, I have a story
Yeah.
to cover it. So, one day walking to my ex's bus stop, because that's what I would do. Instead of taking mine, I would go to hers. On the way there was a barber shop that had a small packet of razor blades, and I picked it up and took them with me to school. My one of my friends on the island was like very much like a sister to me. She found out I had the razor blades and then chased me down throughout the whole entire school trying to get them. What I found funny is I hid them all over the place. I took apart my hairbrush, put it in my hairbrush. I cut my bag open to put it in there, which fucked me up later because it cut myself. Like, I still have that scar to this day. And what was the funniest part was there was 4 people chasing me, and the only reason why they caught me is they had to get someone else to get me off guard. And right when I dabs this man up, I saw the shadow from around the corner coming towards me, and I knew it was that moment I fucked up. There was no other way. I fucked up, and it sucked because it ended up with me getting a punch to the stomach.
Fuck them, guys.
Eh.
I have an... Oh, hold on. First off, fuck you, Angelo. I saw what you just texted me. This motherfucker. Hold on. Let me show you what he just texted me. So, Deadly, sorry.
Xavier.
Okay, Xavier.
For context,
For context, it's Xavier.
I have stated that I have dated a cosplayer in the past. On
Yes,
this
because
podcast.
Okay.
in the past, when we were talking about characters, I talked about Jessica Rabbit. I was like, man, I love her. I would let her sit on my face and wear her like wax lips. But, and then Angelo, yeah, he just texted me, fuck you, I slept with a Jessica Rabbit cosplayer, cry about it, nerd. So I'm about to hop over this couch and strangle the shit out you. Wanna fight? You wanna fight?
Round 2.
Round 3.
Oh, but since Crack Sparrow brought up a story, I wanted to bring it up when Jillian and Des were here, but they're all sleepy, tired. But I think some of you guys know this story. I like to bring up stuff like out of context sometimes. So here's a story out of context. My middle school vice principal has seen my wiener before. Yeah. Now let me give you the context to this. So my middle school vice principal has seen my wiener before. So back in middle school, not a lot of people had smartphones. I didn't. I had my little flip phone, and then this one girl, she had an iPod Touch with a camera on it, and we were dating at the time, and we were like, oh, let's experiment with nudes and stuff. So she took pictures of herself with it, and then she handed me the iPod Touch with the pictures of it, and she's like, all right, now it's your turn. So I took it home, took some explicit pictures of myself in 7th grade. This is 7th grade, so don't judge me for this. And then one day, she must have been looking at them in class, because she got her iPod taken away from her in class, and here's the stupid part. She didn't have like a lock for her iPod Touch. So my vice principal hit the little button to open up the screen, and then boom, there it was. My phallus right there on the screen. My little boy phallus on the screen. So he said, he even told me, he's like, I opened it up, saw it, closed it. And I was like, I bet you didn't. I bet you wanted to see if I took some good angles, which I didn't because I was in 7th grade. So next thing you know, I'm getting called to the office, and they're like, we found the pictures that were on the iPod Touch. And I'm talking to him, the principal, and a police officer as well. And the police officer's like, did you know you could get charged as a registered sex offender for this? This is child pornography. And I was like, I am a child. That's me. I was like, why would I get in trouble for this? I was like, that's me.
And just like that, your teacher's on the sex offender list.
I know, he should have been on it. He was looking at it probably for 2 seconds too long. But let's just say they gave me a warning not to do that again. And then 8th grade happened, and I had a smartphone, and then I never got caught ever again. But it was me. I was like, when they told me that, I was like, really? Who's gonna believe in a 7th grader that's a registered sex offender all because he took pictures of his willy? I was like, she took pictures too. And they're like, we're on it. Whatever. So that's one I like to throw out of context. So there's another story for some filler content. Speaking of registered sex offender, you want to hear my idea for an improv?
What the
So I had one.
You're going to have to elaborate on this. Like,
So I was
are
thinking
you the sex offender, or are we beating up sex offenders?
No. Here is the plan. I was going to say, Angelo, you could be the guy, the pedo in the van trying to pick up a child, and I could be a very well-educated 12-year-old.
Can I be the child?
You want to take turns?
I want to be the child.
All right, we'll take turns because I want to be the child too because I have an idea.
No, we could both be the child, and Xavier can be the pedo.
No.
Yes.
With the
Crack
good white
Sparrow
man.
could be the pedo.
No.
What the fuck? Nobody. I just have one part that I want to say. Really
Exactly.
bad.
No one wants to be a pedo.
It's only hypothetical.
Still.
I'm
If you
aware
really are-
Technically, no.
In my head.
I'm aware it's an improv bit, but even big actors will get in trouble for a role like this shit.
What are you talking about? Have you ever seen Lovely Bones? See, exactly. That dude played a good creep.
Okay.
It actually
Good
ruined his
movie.
career.
All right, whose career are we ruining?
Not mine.
No, the guy in The Lovely Bones, he was never able to recover from that.
It's too late.
Oh, Jason took his hand
No.
off.
Oh no. Maddie's a pedophile.
I'm not doing it.
I was gonna say, and then the lady who wrote the book also like falsely accused a man of rape, so there's that also under the books. Okay, fine, we won't do that one. I just had a part where I was waiting for somebody to be like, "Hey, little boy, you want to come with me?" And it's like, "Yes, but I have some requests. One, you can't touch me. You can look at me. You're gonna have to hand me a lot of money, and if you want extra, you're gonna have to hand me extra money, and I might touch you back.
So,
but
it just
but
sounds like
don't
a kid selling himself off to a pedophile.
yeah, but it's better than a kid who's like so like ignorant and bliss and is like, okay, whatever, and then they get that. There's this kid who's like, I might be able to milk this one because this guy looks desperate.
My idea was
Obviously, he's
play the
picking me up, a 12-year-old.
My idea was play the intelligence card and try to outsmart him and trick him into getting Chris Hansen.
Like, yeah, come with me. Come back to my house.
Yeah,
Come
why
back
go to
to-
your house? You can come to mine. My parents aren't home.
And be like, yo, I live right
both-
here.
Parents are both employees of the local police department.
And they own like, they're armed to the teeth with guns too. And there's cameras.
Turn
And
him
be like-
into Swiss cheese.
And they'll be like, all right, now that I brought you here, I'm going to announce who I am. I am Jason Hansen. There's a camera right there. There's a camera right there. There's police waiting for you outside. And he's going to be like, oh, God, not again.
Not again.
A lot of those people that are on that show are like re-offenders, like on the show. There's like a guy who like got busted, and then like the next day he got busted again. They were like, and Chris Hansen's looking at him like, come on, man. He's like, we even gave you a chance. And he was like, I'm just a sicko. I just can't help it. And it's like, well, obviously, you gotta kill an offender because they can't re-offend. Chris Hansen needs to start shooting these people.
Speaking of how you're saying shit
What,
is
what?
hereditary, it turns out
Oh, yeah.
pedophilia is actually a gene. So what I'm trying to say is,
Don't.
we need... okay, yeah,
Wait,
we
no.
need a new Holocaust.
Okay, I was
Like all
expecting.
the pedophiles.
I was hoping you weren't going to go on the whole maps thing. Like, let's accept the maps, because like, no. Don't expect them. Don't accept the maps.
Because pedophilia is a hereditary gene. I'm saying if you kill all of them, it might...
Clear the gene pool.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So less Holocaust, more like Thanos genocide, just for one pedophiles.
Alright,
Yeah, why didn't Thanos just do that?
I mean Holocaust as in a genocide based on these people's genetics that they can't help. Unfortunately, these people are better off smited.
No, you're right, because like,
Even if they haven't offended, they still carry the gene.
it's like even if you think about it, you're fucking.
But that's a
weird.
problem. How do you find out that someone has the gene? Is it from the mom's side? Is it from the dad's side?
You just show them like a picture of like a naked woman or man, and then you
Right.
show them a picture of a child and a little girl, like a little boy and a little girl, and whatever gets their brain waves. Like,
I love the
their dopamine just
implication
like
that
rushing.
Little boys are childs and little girls are aliens, according to how you worded that.
Fuck you! You dated a Jessica Rabbit cosplayer girl.
I will kick
I will
your
kick
ass!
Sit down, little boy.
I will kill you!
He's choking me out. Harder.
What?
Nani?
Anyways.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're waiting for a random tase moment. It might be Maddie. It might be Xavier. It might be Angelo. It might be Alex.
I have metal in me, so you can't.
I have
tase
metal in me too. So
I have metal on me.
I'm metal. Metal as fuck, dude. Hail true metal.
I just want money.
I do not
want
wanna
to
feel
gonna
that
do it.
shit
I
in
just
my
want money
elbow.
from it.
It's actually gonna be one of those things where I might
Okay.
actually get hit by it, and it's like, oh, that's not that bad.
I'm gonna get somebody though. That's why I'm here.
I thought you got someone upstairs.
No, I wanted to.
Because everybody's, like,
swear
targeting
I
me.
heard, like taser going off, and then Kayla going ah.
Oh yeah, they're sleeping. Go get them now.
Alright.
Just bam, bam, double tap, bam, out.
Double
Good
tap.
night, motherfuckers.
Dude, I can't wait till Matt lives with me. My buddy, when he moves with me, oh, he's gonna be tortured like a motherfucker. He's never gonna sleep right ever again. That sounds weird.
Your mom said she's gonna buy me one of these. Taylor's in trouble.
Oh man, my back hurts. Oh,
Sounds like a you problem, man.
Your
What
back
you doing?
hurts.
I know. I know that might
I
straighten
you
me out.
wanted to tell some South Dakota stories, and you haven't got to yet.
I don't really have much South Dakota stories. It's just when I was in South Dakota.
Or
I have
Canada, Minnesota, whatever.
Oh,
the
South
fuck.
Canada. Yeah, when I was in South Minnesota, Canada. North, whatever. Anyways, but first, on our way to Minnesota, we stopped in South Dakota for a bit.
Minnesota, you're telling me there's a big soda too?
Oh yeah, Minnesota Biggie Soda.
Oh, fuck.
Canada is Biggie Soda.
Oh my god.
That should be my rap name, Biggie Soda. But no, we stopped in South Dakota. We stayed there because we drove 10 hours, and we rested in South Dakota. Got like a hotel and stuff. But let me tell you, fucking South Dakota, and anybody who's from South Dakota, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it anyways. Y'all are a bunch of mongoloid creatures.
Do you need a drink?
Oh, I'm good. I got it.
Sure,
I got
I'll
it.
take one.
I'll pop in another drink.
Anybody?
Everybody?
You want? Thank you.
Alex said he'll take
Oh, I'm good.
So just one.
The one person that hasn't been drinking.
But South Dakota, you guys are a bunch of mongoloid water people, weirdos. I swear, when we were in there, a lot of them looked weird. They all they're like fucking slumped over, and they talk. They're rude as shit.
Rude to my sister.
They're absolutely rude as shit. Yes, Maddie has a gay sister, and they were not
And
nice
she
to
was
her.
wearing her pride
Yep.
teddy, and they were just
Yeah, they were not
they
nice.
were rude to her.
So South Dakota was an experience in itself. But as soon as we went to North Dakota, those guys were the nicest fucking people ever, and they were all beautiful people. Kinda.
kind of.
But they weren't as
The
like
Walmart was better.
yeah, and their Walmart was better. They
Well-
weren't looking like mutated like fish people like straight out of The Simpsons.
Like Nebraska was horrible.
Nebraska was fine for me. I had a good time in
Well,
Nebraska.
not for my sister.
Wait, so
Yeah.
are you saying like in? Okay, let's say you go to every state and you just go to a Walmart just to see what
Yes.
type of people are.
Yes, that's the. Fuck you, Angelo. Fuck you. Why are you texting me this shit? Why are you doing this now, embarrassing me in front of my friends? Yes, I want to go. Let's go then.
You want to say what happened?
I don't care. I don't care. Angelo's grinding my gears over here. He's
Yeah.
texting me.
Yeah,
mean
Raven
stuff.
too.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Raven cosplay. Well, my girlfriend could cosplay any day if she wants. Babe.
Thank you.
Anyways, yes. If you want to experience the people, go to Walmart. Because guess what? The people go. The people go to Walmart. But when we were in South Dakota, we went to more than just Walmart. We went to like the restaurants too, like Red Robin and stuff. And dude, the Red Robin people were rude as shit. Our waiter was nice. And the food, our waitress. Sorry. You're right though. But the food was amazing. My Red Robin burger was fucking great. But yeah, after that, North Dakota they were mean as shit. But Minnesota, those guys are really nice, and they're really nice to talk to. And it was beautiful. Like I said, I was like, I got lost up north.
If
I
we're
got lost.
talking about mountain people experiencing people from another city, you can actually join in right now, Auntie, and tell
Yeah, guys, scoot over.
LA stories, as I remember you had a few when we went to LA.
Yeah, here, scoot over. There's room on the couch if you want to join. Why not?
Might
the
as
more
well.
the
I'm
merrier.
specifically talking about how at Disneyland when you got lost and Mom tried finding you and they were being dicks to Mom about it.
They were like, "Oh, you lost a child? That sounds like a you problem."
He lost her sister.
Lost the
Oh,
photo.
lost a sister. Like, so? What am I supposed to do about that? It's like, please.
Well, to be fair, when we all went
To
off
be
at
fair.
Disneyland, we got the dream passes.
Oh,
So me, you, and Dez were able to go on all the rides without waiting in line.
okay.
So joke's on them.
That's why they were so rude, huh? They're
Probably.
like, fuck the dream pass, people. I got a regular pass. I already spent like $1 million on this one.
We will skip so many lines.
I bet.
Yeah,
I remember the lines in Disney World, and then Universal was even worse. I sat there hours
World
just
or
waiting.
Land?
It was more like waiting simulator.
We were
yeah.
in land.
You were in World?
I was in World.
Yo, let's go.
I'll-
I love. What's better though, Universal or Disney?
Never been.
I liked Universal
Um,
because of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Universal
Universal was
had better
tight.
rides.
And it was a better atmosphere. It was
It
more of a
depends on which one
Universal
you go
movie.
to, though.
The Harry Potter down
'Cause-
in Orlando was amazing.
'Cause
Yeah,
there's two
yeah, I
different
liked
ones.
it, too.
There's Diagon Alley, and then there's the actual castle. I went to Diagon Alley. The only real ride there was Gringotts, and I waited about 2 hours in that line with my cousin just to get a photo. Because by the time we got to the front of the line, they were like, "No, ride's closed. Sorry, guys.
That's bullshit.
Technical difficulties."
But-
Here's a golden ticket, though. You can go on a free pass through any of the other lines, but,
But-
we were already so
Here you go,
tired.
ride the elephant
But-
ride.
Right? Like,
Did you? But here's the real question: did you get to meet Megatron?
Yeah, I told him he died because he was like, "I'm gonna take over the world." I'm like, "Didn't you die in the first movie?"
I met Megatron twice
You ain't
when we
taking
went, and I was
over
like,
shit.
Right?
I was like, it's Megatron, and I met
seemed
Optimus,
pissed.
Optimus Prime. I met Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, I guess.
The closest thing I've ever gotten to seeing Transformers is the Panty and Stocking parody.
Oh my god, I can't wait till me and Maddie get to that episode. It's great. The Transformers parody, they went hard on that one. Like, not gonna lie. Yes, because it was like right when I think that
Panty
episode
and
came.
Stocking is an anime.
Yeah, we watched it a little bit. Remember?
Or I could describe it as a Adult Swim cartoon. How would
Find
you
a
label
way now. Find a way now. Whatever, you fucking know that the words to that. Then again, that's literally all the words.
See, I remember this one time when I was camping. Me and my mom's ex-boyfriend. I'm not sure if they broke up yet, but me and my mom's boyfriend went down like this mountain
I
into
didn't
like
even
this
say anything
like
this
river
time.
creek, and we took a bunch of marijuana seeds and just spreaded it all throughout the creek, like just throughout it, and no one's been up there, and only me and him know the location of where it's at, and he said he hasn't been up there. So
But it's flourishing.
that means, because he wanted to go up there and take out all the male plants. I wanted to leave it. I wanted it to flourish, and I wanted it
You
to
wanna
reproduce
fight, Jason?
forever. I didn't want it to
like
die.
naturally.
Yeah,
He's
I
telling the
wanted
story.
it to be
Then we
forever,
could
like
slap each other.
a whole entire weed forest right there down the creek. Because I was throwing it like Johnny Appleseed down the creek. I was taking, because we also took screwdrivers and poked holes in the ground to also put it in the ground. We covered it. We stepped on. We did a lot, and it was 3 spots we did it. And I know each one from my memory. He had to write it down. He doesn't even probably know where it's at, but I do.
It's right here.
You
And
guys are sitting on a fortune.
I just want to go up. I want to see how it is, because we went up where and it was kind of like snow on the ground. So when that snow would melt, those seeds are gonna flourish even better, because they're like, oh, it is summer or
Especially
spring.
with all this rain.
Right, and like I'm just imagining how beautiful it is up there, because some of the, like, yeah, a lot of them was like hollow and shit, but a lot of those were good. I'm like talking about like this bag, like a big bag full of nothing but weeds and stems, and that's like the 3 bags put together.
Like
to
early
this.
days swag.
Yeah, and my stepdad taught me a technique of how to sort out all the seeds, because he's from that time where it was either green or brown, and at least we don't have to like live like that.
It's gonna be like without a paddle, you know. It's just gonna be a field.
I
Out of
miss it
fucking
though,
nowhere.
honestly. The stuff they have now is too fucking strong.
I bet.
See, that's
like
why I
one
don't
hit
smoke.
and I'm like on my ass.
Y'all are
Like
avid
I
reefer
miss
smokers.
dirt swag.
See that
Like
that's the
dirt
thing
weed
is,
from Mexico.
Yeah.
like, I want to make my own, because I've when I was growing my own bamboo plant, I learned a lot about plants, and one of the things is nitrogen is one of the best things, and that comes from coffee grounds, used coffee grounds. You can mix that into the soil, and it will
Yeah.
help it grow.
No, you're right. And then the best for your soil too is like fish droppings and waste. The
Really?
fish waste, yep. Or even dead fish. That's what the Native Americans used for so long for growing their maize, is dead fish. Like, you know, like they'll eat the fish, and then the rest of it is good for the nutrients of the soil.
I definitely want to grow my own plant one day. It's gonna be
A
in a
little
van,
off
but
topic, but back in like early 2000s, we'd smoke that dirt swag with like the seeds and
Stems and
stems.
seeds and
And we get
popping.
I used to go up the road, you know, the
Yeah.
house up there, and we'd like flick all the seeds off the porch, and it grew like weeds.
yeah.
Now I try to grow one fucking weed plant, nothing.
It's because they're so genetically like picky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
They-
crazy.
Because
Like,
these people
I
grow
tried
them like
telling
they're-
you that, but you didn't want to listen.
I was like, okay, I'll try. Like you could literally do nothing with it.
So the thing
And
is,
it grows like fuck it. If you actually tend to it,
the funny part is I actually did a small experiment. I took a weed seed and I did like you know those like elementary like science projects you would do, like get some kind of seed. I forget what the seed was, and you put it in paper towels.
Yes,
A
and your
bean.
German, your
Called
German,
fermenting.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a pinto bean.
you're
Yes,
you're
I did
germifying
that.
it.
I did
Germifying,
that,
that's-
and
yeah.
it was actually working pretty
Fermenting,
well. The
germifying.
problem was
Yeah, see, 'cause I
I
grew
wasn't
my
there all the time, so I
sunflowers
couldn't really
not
get
so long
into it.
ago.
I couldn't really give it the
Well,
love
you
it
could actually
needed.
get a weed seed and put it.
'Cause
I
it-
did that with Des when she was in preschool.
Put it
We
in
did
your
the
whatchamacallit,
bean
and
in
right-
the paper towel,
right
and you
on
put it
your
in a Ziploc
windowsill,
and hang it in the
and
window.
it'll germify.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that's how I did. I
No,
put it
it's
right
like
next to
sprouting.
the window, and
You
it
could do
grew.
that with
This
a sponge,
like the
too.
roots grew, and it looked really healthy. I just had to take care of it more and not put it in
Or
a
you could
plant
throw
that
them
had
out your
something
window.
else.
I'm gonna Ziploc a weed seed.
And then
See
you
if
could
it
have your
works.
pops like
See,
this.
the experiments. That's what
Yeah.
it's like. How we
Grow 'em
evolved
no
to
longer.
today,
Science.
right?
Lawnmower. The reason Uncle Earl doesn't let me grow weed with him anymore is because, well, he was forcing me to use science-made nutrients. I was using wood ash from Grandma's stove and my own coffee grounds.
That's
And
a
I
good way.
mix that with some soil, and I pour that mix in my plant every few days.
When they didn't like that.
He was pissed that my plant ended up better than his, but motherfucker, you're using science-made nutrients. What did you expect? There's a fucking wood stove right here, and your mom drinks coffee like it's water.
Yeah.
Those are 2 weed nutrients, motherfucker.
Yeah, the ash is good for germifying your seeds, and then like he was saying about the coffee grounds, it's good for the nitrogen.
Yes.
coffee grounds are really good.
My plant ended up
I
being
used to
purple.
grow, whatchamacallit, rose plants.
But it takes time, and you
know that
want
sounds
to
weird.
give them love and care. They need it.
Yeah, give them kisses and so. I remember my uncle used to want to grow with hydroponics and stuff.
That's
It's like
pretty cool. I
it's
still want
cool.
to learn
It's
how to do that.
it's so cool, but it's so complicated. Because I remember he had me studying that shit up, even like trying to get me educated. Because we were trying to start our own little
Yeah.
convoy of plants.
See, I find it funny because if I think about it, really,
Hydroponics is
I have a
great
suitcase
water,
in
isn't it?
storage that gives me the basics of
Kinda.
how to grow your own mushrooms.
Kinda.
Angela.
Oh yeah,
And that sounds interesting, growing your own mushrooms.
yeah. I know a buddy of mine. We're gonna
Ooh.
do a little something, a little side project. We're gonna make portobello mushrooms. I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah, the fat ones.
The fat portobello mushrooms. Call them blue meanies.
Hey,
That's my
I
meat.
heard
Go ahead
that
and
was,
hit it.
that's hard to grow. That's
He said
very
you could
hard to
hit it.
grow.
It is.
Because with the mushrooms, you cannot let any
Germs.
germs in there. You
Yeah.
gotta be clean.
With mushrooms, you got to be like very sterile with your shit, because if you don't, it's gonna
Even
mess
though
up or
it's
they're gonna
fungus?
mold.
See, that's
That's so stupid because they grow
It's it
Yeah,
is
under
it's,
cow shit.
it's almost like they
And
are a
and then
mold.
humans try to do it, and you have to be very careful.
But if you want like a clean little trip, you gotta
The
have
blue ones are
clean
the
mushrooms.
best.
see
It's
that
like
that
peyote is.
see you mentioned how clean
I
it
never
has to be.
tried
It
that.
reminds me of making mead.
Peyote
Yeah,
grows
everything
wild
has to
down
be
in
very
Trinidad.
sterile to make mead.
It's like with anything, because
I'll charge it after the podcast.
because you definitely don't
Angela.
want to
I'll
like
charge it.
Okay.
you don't want to
Peyote?
cross contaminate anything
I never
you
tried
ingest.
It grows
Because
wild
if
down
you
where
if
we're
you
going.
do if
Oh,
you
right.
do, then
Yeah,
you're not
like
gonna have a
on
good
the
time.
line.
Yeah, and
You're gonna
like,
hurt.
Ones.
You're definitely gonna
I
hurt.
told that story already on the
It's,
podcast.
you definitely gotta do mead in like glass bottle,
Do
and like
again. I want
the problem was I was gonna make mead in my room at Job Corps, but the problem is I didn't have the thing to start killing the bacteria after I applied the yeast. That was
Yeah.
my problem is
I
I
don't
couldn't figure out how to get that
Okay.
into Job Corps. I didn't
I
have
don't
any
want to
way.
get beat up by
And if I did, I would be fucking making mead at Job Corps, making mead now. But I have all the
Tell my child.
ingredients except
Go
the
ahead.
stopping agent.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your vape's a slut right now.
Mine.
It really is.
It goes
most of the
all
time.
around.
Hey, it's
Also,
good. Pass the route.
I'm-
That's
Hey,
what I
it's
got.
cool.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
I'm
cool.
still recording a podcast, just
Oh.
so you know.
But no, it's crazy like hooch. Same thing with hooch. You know, I
believe
remember
my
our buddy
charger
was
is
making
upstairs.
hooch under
Alright,
his
cool.
bed too. It just I don't have the patience and the time to make hooch. You know. But then again, I'm also over the age of 21, so I could go buy my own beer and shit. But making hooch, it's like that's like one other thing. Like I remember our buddy, he was just making his own hooch under his bed in his mom's basement. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah.
What?
You don't remember that? Yeah, this dude was making hooch, and he was like, I tried it. He's like, it got me drunk, but he had to drink a lot of it because he was like impatient about it too. So
you
it
need
couldn't,
patience.
it didn't ferment all the way.
I made hooch on accident because I forgot all the shit was in the bottom drawer of the fridge.
Oh, see, and that's another thing.
That's
like,
probably how they
apparently-
discovered it.
yeah, and then they were
Probably.
watching. A lot of the times they discovered it too was like through animals because like elephants, they eat fermented fruits for fun almost. You know, it's because it gets them drunk, so they'll like eat fermented fruits off the ground because obviously that's how you're gonna get them. And
Or
yeah,
the dolphins. The dolphins, they play with the pufferfish.
yeah, they get high. See, we were
Just
talking about
so
dolphins.
they can get high.
We talked about dolphins in that one podcast. We were talking about how they're
Oh, the
they're
fucking
like
dolphin episode.
other
I
than
remember
humans,
that.
they're the only other.
Oh, you listened to the recent episode with Jason?
Yeah, see,
I listened to the dolphin episode.
yeah, we were talking about how they're the only other mammal that has sex for pleasure, other than just for breeding.
See, I didn't
But then
get
again,
that far
dolphins
into the
dolphins are
episode.
just. I feel like the orcas probably do that too. You know, I feel like any of those family do it
The
for
orca,
fun because
dolphins, all-
they're smart as shit. Their brain is developed to the point where it's like, I want it, but not for breeding purposes. It's just I want the pleasure. Dolphins are crazy like that. They had that whole episode on King of the Hill.
A dolphin will masturbate. Like, you know how you do like the sea shows, like at SeaWorld and whatever? They will masturbate on the ledge.
They're just rubbing up against it,
Yeah.
like a girl.
I've
Girl all
told
alone
my
on a pillow.
aunt this, but out there on the internet is a video floating of a dolphin jacking off with the decapitated corpse of a fish body.
I've seen that.
He's like
So
using
that's
the
why
mouth.
you laugh reacted.
Oh, have you guys
I've
ever seen the
that.
video of the chimpanzee using the frog as a fleshlight?
I
did
have.
not.
You have? I had to look it up
What
too.
the fuck part of the internet are you guys on?
This is
I am
on
not.
this is on YouTube.
Fuck, I'm not even on the part of the internet you guys are on. Shit.
Do you want to come over to my
no.
house? We could watch cake
I heard
farts.
exactly. I heard about that earlier. I don't want to go there.
Talking about watching cake farts.
Nah. Cake farts? Nah.
Hey, that was old YouTube era. It was on YouTube first before anything. And then Chris Chan recreated cake farts, actually. Because this one troll was like, do it, recreate it, buy a cake. And he's like, I'm ruining
cake
this
farts
poor
is, but I
King
don't think I
Super
wanna
or
know.
Kmart cake or whatever. Yeah, my house gets weird.
Kmart cake farts?
I don't know where he got the cake. I can't remember where he got the cake from, but he was like, oh, I'm ruining this perfectly good cake, but I'll do it for you. He's just bare ass farting on a cake. People are just into weird shit.
See, that just reminds me of something I learned on the island was food play. It's a kink. And
There's
Oh,
a kink for
I know.
everything,
There
I swear.
is.
For
There is.
everything.
But
Yeah, we were just talking about it
food
earlier.
play is something I'm like, why in the ever living why? Just food
Why
I
do
play.
you
mean,
think Food Wars is
remember-
so popular?
Remember, I don't know, American Pie? You guys ever seen the first one where he
I never
cuts
seen
the
it, but I know
pie?
what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, same concept.
Dude, see,
Yeah.
okay, I think for the
That's why
next...
they use back in the day it wasn't dildos, it was cucumbers or carrots.
Or a jar of peanut butter.
People still do that
That's
to
it.
this day.
Yeah, that's why it's called food play, dude.
Yep. I know, watch, next podcast I'm going to bring the book of 101 Kinks.
No.
And it literally
God.
tells you pretty much all of them almost. Have you guys ever heard of water play?
This is the
Water
scripture.
sports? That's what it's called, water sports.
When, yep.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
There's water. It has like almost every
Squirting
kink in there.
and peeing.
See, now, because how much I knew about like all the kinks and all the shit when I was on the island, my math teacher gave me the nickname Hen Pie, and it was the pie symbol. And that was my name in that class, was Hen Pie, because how much I knew about everything. Because she once was talking about people fucking animals. I'm like, that's bestiality. And
Yeah.
she's like,
Or it's like weird when you like hear about those people who are like so like, or like they're so brave about. I wouldn't call it brave. You know, they're just open about talking about like, yeah, I fucked my dog. I've been fucking dogs since
What
I was
the
like 7.
fuck?
I forgot what girl this was, but she was like
Whitney,
explaining.
Wisconsin.
There was like 2 girls, and I think that was one of them. And she's like, yeah, I've been fucking my dog forever. I have a thing for like German shepherds. It's like
You knew someone who
weird.
did that?
No, I
Or-
didn't personally
It
know
was
him.
a girl that was popular on the internet.
Yeah, she was.
Oh.
She would tell people like with no regrets, just talking about like, yeah, I fucked my dog. So what? I'm attracted to dogs. And it's like,
that's a
How do you-
problem.
that is a huge problem. I was like,
Big
that's.
problem.
I feel like the people who like fuck animals are right after pedophiles. It's like it goes pedophiles and then it goes dog fuckers.
Well,
I would
you're
say
kind of
they're
wrong
equal.
because pedophile is
No, I'm saying pedophiles at the top of the list of top of the list of fucked up people.
technically speaking, because I saw this in a comedian was talking about it, and the reason why people don't go into it, because once when you start going into it, you sound like a fucking pedophile, and it's because there's like
Have you heard of
pedophile,
puppy play?
evophile, I think, and then like a bunch of other things, but there's different tiers. Like
How
they
about
just
this?
say pedophile because it's the broad spectrum of it.
How about-
That's-
Wait. What if a bestiality guy fucked a puppy?
Because there is
that
a lot of
that
the
pedophile
a lot of
and a bestiality?
a lot of
Oh
those
my God.
bestiality people, they talk about puppy play too. So that's
What
the
the
thing.
fuck?
So it's like, so
I didn't
how
know
about
that
how
was a
about
thing.
this? How about we just live in a world
where we
Nobody
don't do
does
shit
any of
like
that
this.
shit.
with
Yeah.
or we just do it with consenting adults.
Adults. That's where they start putting
Well,
on
that's
ears
human. A
and
puppy
tails
can't
and
consent.
Hey, if you want to fuck a girl dressed up as a fox, that's fine because she's a human adult consenting. But if you want to fuck a
An
German
actual
Shepherd,
fox?
an actual fox or a German Shepherd, you might have to be put down like
Where
a
the
sick
fuck?
dog.
How did we end up here?
I don't know. We ended up talking about
Weird ass-
No, you were talking about food play. Fuck you. This was
Yeah.
you segued to that.
fucking pies led to fucking foxes.
So we were
Or
talking about.
fox eye. Whatever.
Oh, and then we
the
talked about
plural
cake farts. All right, let's just talk about something cool. Like, I don't know.
Something cool.
Dinner. I don't know,
Jamal's
something.
birthday. It was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had a good time today. I'm glad everybody that
Well-
did show up showed up.
I'm
Have
glad
fun.
that nobody bled hard.
Oh, we don't know that. There could be internal injuries still.
True.
Yeah,
True.
sorry.
That's why I'm waiting, because every
was going
time I'm
hard.
coughing, I'm like, is it the time that I'm going to start seeing blood, and I'm not going to tell anyone that some shit's happening, and they're just going to find me
Your
passed
elbow's
out.
gonna wait till tomorrow to pop off.
Right.
Yeah, just gonna see what my body does after this.
I'll be like, I'll just wait it
I'm gonna
out.
wake up like,
Can't even move. You're like, I don't feel my legs anymore.
I know we're all doing different fighting styles, and I tried kicking for the first time, and I was like, nope, because I fucked
Lieutenant
up my.
Dan, you ain't got no legs.
I don't got no foot now. I know,
And-
Forrest.
I think about no legs. The only thing that comes to mind is tits butts a scratch.
Tis but a scratch.
Scratch.
That's my foot is like broken in 5 places, probably.
Probably.
Because I feel like.
No, by now it would be very painful because the adrenaline would have calmed down.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even like hurt no more. So we're good. It's just my back hurt even before the fight, and I think that just like made it worse. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go to work like that.
You guys went pretty hard in your sparring match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I was like,
Everyone
let's go
worked
all
pretty
out.
hard.
Let's go all out
Yeah.
without.
I wanted to,
Being
but
mean.
then I thought about it.
Yeah, you and Maddie. No, I'm just kidding. Maddie really didn't want to fight. She's just like, I'm like, I want to spectate. Fuck that shit. What you said was true though. I think everybody thinks that. It's like, I want to hit somebody, but I don't want to get hit.
Right.
I don't want
That-
to get hit back.
Mm-hmm, exactly. I don't blame you. Because, like, have you ever just, like, we're just sitting and you're like, I just want to fucking hurt somebody.
Yes.
And I was like, but I don't want to. I don't want somebody
That's
to hurt
all
me.
the
though.
time. Every single time someone pisses me off, I'm like, I wish I had someone to spar with.
I mean,
just
I'm
to-
okay with people hurting
Then
me
I
back
came
because that's
into
part
your
of the
life.
thing.
Right.
That's part of the experience.
Like, I think, like, there's a certain part where you're holding back but not going fully out. Because I wasn't doing a lot of my moves on Jason because we were supposed to be holding back. Because I
know,
most
we
of
were
my
doing no-
kicks go, like, towards, like, head level.
You kicked
And I
me in
can't
the
do that.
penis.
Yeah, that's why I didn't fight because I would went like crazy,
hey.
and then the police would have came and.
Hey, I'll tell you this. You did kick me somewhere in the head.
That was awful.
That was a pee. Anyways. But no, it was a fair fight. And then, like, we were doing no headshots, and I was like, man, I've been fighting for a long time, and it's like, I'm used to just, like, giving headshot blows.
Right.
Because, like, I like stunning people, just, like, stunner, and then they can't think because they're just like, bow, bow, bow.
See, that's my same thing. I'm always used to doing head punches, and like
And-
I do not hit the head that much. Like even with Angelo, I try not aim for the head. I try going for the body the most.
Yeah.
It's so hard for the body, though, because, like I said, I get tangled up in, like, people's arms, and it's like,
You know what's
that
funny?
pisses me off.
Professionals like Tony Jeffrey who coach Evander Holyfield, sorry.
Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield.
Yes.
I watched
Tony
that
Je-
fight live.
Tony Jeffries taught Evander Holyfield, and Tony Jeffries actually says sparring with headshots is basically useless as it causes head trauma. So it's better to actually go bodies.
But we weren't sparring, we were fighting.
Yeah, but
I'm
still,
trying-
even we weren't. The rules said no like headshots. Because if we
But
we
sometimes
were
they switch.
going headshots, might as well have like 3 rounds, and whoever hits the ground first. Like, might as well do that if we're going headshots. Because we might as well go until someone's out and one person's standing. That's
If
basically
we're doing
what headshots
headshots,
is.
it'd just be podcast creator clash, and at that point, I want the event to be bigger if I'm gonna do that shit.
You
Right.
could rent out an actual boxing ring.
Don't
Hey,
give me
no, I'm not-
ideas.
No, I've been
But I'm
thinking
not lying,
about that for
your little-
so long.
Your little ring you had today was badass. I was like,
It was nice.
Yeah.
next
For
time
the
we're gonna
record,
wrestle. We're gonna
podcast
WWE wrestle
viewers,
for real though.
My ring was stolen traffic cones with a rope string through them. So, yeah, it
Still
was
use
an
some more
actual
traffic cones.
boxing ring. Steal 4 more so we can make an octagon.
But Deadly, you came out of the gate really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Because at
Really?
first I was gonna we were gonna fight first
Uh-huh.
before you fought King Julian, and I literally told everybody, I was like, oh my god, I have to fight Deadly. I was like, X, he's literally a fucking Super Saiyan. I was like, he's gonna tear my shit up. But no, you guys fucking were. It was like Battle of the Titans. It was like watching two fucking like robots going at it in the ring, just bam, bam, bam.
Dude,
bam,
how do you
bam,
think
bam.
I feel being the referee for two giants? I can literally
Dude,
not
I was
separate.
filming it. I wanted to like experience the whole fight. It's really hard to like film and then try not to trip on shit at the same time, so I couldn't really like observe their fight. But from what I could see from the screen, I was like, dang, dang, dang.
Of course, no face shots, but the body shots. You had to make them count.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
trying to
and
make
it's
them
so
tired,
goddamn
but
hard.
there's only so much you can do.
Oh, I was so out of breath by the end of mine. I was like, man.
My plan worked.
One
That's
thing-
my plan, is to wear you down.
But we were both, by the end of that, we were just like, huh. I think we were both getting weared out, but I think I got weared out first, that's for sure.
For my fight, Dez is not here, but I'll describe it. I came out of the gate hard like Goku.
Really?
However, that is also my biggest weakness and my strength, because once I'm gassed, I am fucking done, and you could do whatever you want to me.
She's always been like a little scrapper though. Like she's always been underestimated.
That's kind of why I had her fight me, because I knew she's a street fighter and I'm a sport fighter.
Right.
So sparring with her would like give me an accurate representation of, okay, I've trained this much, how good am I now?
And she was born that way. Nobody taught her. Like up until Fight Club a couple years ago, before that she was scrapping in school. Like so I was a fighter too in school, but she's a lot smaller than I was.
See,
And she's got a hard hit. Like it's
that
so
was
crazy.
my problem. I was always causing trouble in school, so when I caused trouble, the one time I caused so much, I got jumped on the walk home. And
That's not fair though.
they brought a fat guy too. They brought a fat guy
That's how I got
to
jumped
hold
too,
a
but I didn't
skinny
let those
guy.
guys punk me either. See, that's why I said, like, when we're sparring, it's all fun and games, we're like laughing while we're hitting each other, like, oh fuck,
See,
oh fuck.
and
But when
then
I'm
it
like in a
gets
real fight, you
serious.
almost get black. When you're in like a real fight, I almost like black out, and I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to hurt
You know,
somebody.
I
want
actually
to cause
talked to
bodily harm.
Dez about this, but I only have 3 memories of my fight with Dylan, or 4. Squaring up with him punching me in the solar plex, the face shot that sent me to the ground, me somewhere in between, I fell on the ground, which is how I got this, but I only remember standing up and Dylan trying to grapple me. I guess the 5th memory would be you breaking it up, but I don't even remember you breaking it up, to be honest.
So I was watching your shit, and then you like fell, and I was like, okay, I was like, fucking calm down, and I was fucking pissed off at that point. I was like, trying to tell you guys to go, both of you guys, just go fucking sit in the car. I'm taking everybody home.
I wanted to sit in the car.
I know,
He was-
originally, and I was like, fucking, he's not gonna let up about it. And I was like, fine, just fucking do a quick thing, because you agreed to it, so I was like, as long as you consent to it, that's fine. I know you
guys
didn't at
agreed
first.
to fight.
At first, and then he got.
I thought it was just boxing, and he grabbed me like by the throat and pushed me into the car. I thought I really had no choice but to fight.
I never agreed to fight. I just fought.
See, that was always the thing.
Like
You
it
never
was just like,
really
bitch,
agree.
meet me outside.
It was almost an instant thing, like in
See,
the heat. It's the heat of the moment. The heat of the moment, and you just
Well.
wanna tear shit up too.
He doesn't know where I live, and I'm honestly just gonna leave his psycho ass alone, so...
Tell me,
He was so-
will.
hey,
He was
that's
so
my
close.
job.
That was a
so close.
that was a retarded
Can I
policeman.
see that?
That was a retarded policeman
Wait.
reference.
I've been waiting 3 hours.
How
for
do you
this.
use this?
Ah, fuck! I'll stab this shit. out of you.
She's been wanting to tase someone for a while now.
I was getting tased. Hold on. You
Wait.
said I could tase you in your taint.
I didn't say that.
Holy shit! My balls will fall off.
It's probably not that powerful.
I know it's gonna tickle
Probably
me.
not.
I feel like the taint's gonna just make me just.
Tidal,
I mean, your
Jason
poop might
gets
burn for a
tased.
couple days, but
I'm gonna feel like I have like a hernia or something for a while. No.
I feel bad because now you're being submissive. You gotta fight it.
Hey, I'm gonna switch it. Ooh, ah! Fuck! Am I even like not even hurt?
Pushes them towards
Because the
it.
denim. It's like
All right,
bear skin.
Jason.
I know, I'm
Remember,
gonna give
bracing
it on.
for
Wait,
it will
ah,
only
ah!
make it worse. Bracing for it will only
No,
make it
no,
worse.
I know. Hold on. I was like, if I'm. That's why I said I want to get caught off by surprise, like in Jackass, when he was shaving everybody's heads.
Like
yeah, yeah. She's gonna come up and hit me in the neck,
No,
like.
I'm tasing. This
Okay.
is my job.
She's been waiting for a
I'm
good
like-
minute.
I-
Who wants to tase?
The sun was up when I started this.
It was.
You're right. If I take it from you, you'll never be satisfied.
I know, I would tase you.
But,
I might
okay.
have a respiratory attack. Oh shit! Ow! It felt like a pinch.
Yeah, it hurts for a good second.
All right, Alex, your turn.
What? No, I'm getting money out of it. Shit.
I didn't get money out of it. I
Very
did get
true.
consent. Nope, I'm charging for assault. There we go. There.
Wait,
No, I'm
I
kidding.
have a waiver
Don't
with
do
your
that.
signature.
I know. I signed that anything today. I'm
I
not
like
charging
how you're
anybody.
like protecting yourself.
I know, cause you did like you got me as soon as my sleeve went up, and it got my bicep, and I was like, ah,
Like this.
ah, fuck, yeah, see, Xavier.
No.
What's that? Can I see?
No, she's doing the
I'm about to
tasing
tase
pleasures
you.
tonight.
Hey, have you
man.
been tased by it? I feel like it's just like when you go like join the police force. You know, you have
Yeah,
to
they
like
have to-
they have to test their own tasers that they're gonna hit people with.
Oh, they do
They
both.
do,
They
like,
pepper
the
spray
gun.
and tase,
Yeah.
but they don't do
Well,
it on
all
the
we have
same.
is a taser right now. It's
When
your turn.
Taylor went
I
to the
didn't sign
army,
up.
Yeah.
they had to do like the gas
Get
tank.
tased,
Oh.
So he had to put his mask on, and they put him in the tank with all the like.
Oh yeah, with all the tear gas, and they're just
Yeah.
like all coming out like throwing up like.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared. I already got tased once. That was the deal. That hurt. It felt like somebody pinched me like,
Yeah.
but like with a slight burn at the end.
It's basically like getting electrocuted. It's not fun.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I know. That's like my fears of getting electrocuted.
Did you feel it like through your body?
I didn't even feel it through my body. I felt
It
it
was just
through
right
just
here?
my arm. I
Yeah,
couldn't-
Like a burn.
Yeah,
Like
see,
a
like-
firework.
Yeah, it's like when somebody like pinches you like very like by the light skin, just like, "Beep," and I was like, ah, and I think it mostly was just shocking when
I
it
did
happened.
not get you as well as I wanted to. So.
I know you could have like pressed it up on me like, like
You'd be
for like a solid like 2 seconds, like.
Just starts.
See, that's why we need to start recording.
You would have Ted Bundy'd.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I just want to take some pictures. I just want to take some pictures. Angela, it's your turn to get tased. No, don't hand it to him.
Oh, my job is done. I just want to tase one person.
Hey, you got your dream. That was your bucket list, so there.
Yep.
I'm glad I'm on that bucket
sorry.
list. Fuck you, fool.
You wanna
Oh
fight?
shit.
I'll do
You wanna fight?
This is an electric fight.
Wait, you're serious?
No, I'm just trying to piss.
Hey, my hands are clean.
I need to take a piss. Fuck you.
I
Get away from me.
already Get your dad.
Huh?
Get your dad. Tase him. Randy's getting tased.
Remember, I'm still recording a show.
And we get kicked back on it.
You can't get back if you're all electrocuted.
Yeah, I'll be like this. I dropped my head.
Okay.
That's right.
No.
No.
He doesn't hurt.
100%. It's so
Me?
painful.
Like I just don't trust you with it.
Oh no, I was gonna tase myself.
Let me tase you then.
I'll tase you.
No, I know when to quit.
See, no, that's the
Let
problem,
me tase you
Randy.
right in your
Is
belly button.
You
that's how people get themselves.
Hell no.
Is they think they can like, oh no, I can handle it. I can
Yeah,
fix myself.
we start
That's
like
how
this.
people kill themselves. Is their muscles are gonna start tensing
hey.
and they can't let go.
You're the same person who said brass knuckles don't work and knocked yourself out.
I didn't knock myself out. I fucking cracked myself in the head.
How are you gonna knock yourself out?
I didn't knock myself out. I just went like this. They're not that hard.
They are though.
Yeah, well, they were
Brass.
not just.
Why'd you give it to me?
Wait.
He just handed it. He just handed it.
No,
to
you
me.
yanked it.
I didn't know he had it, and I just like slightly went like
I
this,
would've
and he
been
kind of
like this.
just let go of it. So I was like, "All right, it's mine now." But because I knew he wouldn't be thinking about it, so I was just like, Who's next? Alex?
Nice.
Xavier?
This
Maddie?
podcast
Are
is
you,
off
are
the
you guys
chain.
really just going around tasting?
Nah.
She tased me!
This is just a
I had a goal to
episode.
tase one person. I got him.
Oh, then now he wants to get somebody. He's on a vengeance.
I know, I never tased anybody
it's
either.
contagious, right?
Yeah,
Taste yourself.
like in Retarded Policeman,
No,
he's
that's
like,
not the
let's go
same.
tasing crazy.
You got to tase
Yes.
someone else because you get the reaction.
I'm on
Oh,
5
shit.
keystones. You can't take this taser
Watch all
from
three of them
me.
get shot.
I know, I didn't turn it on. Hold on.
No, I turned it on. You just turned it off.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god. Oh my god. There's too
Taser,
many
drop
people
the
I didn't have like that.
Drop your taser. I turned it off.
For
Okay,
the record,
all right.
me and Crack Sparrow are actively wrestling it.
Hold
away
on.
from it.
But I had a death grip on it. There we go. All right, we're on neutral grounds,
No,
everybody.
I was doing the opposite. I was trying to
Well-
get you to taste yourself.
I came
I know-
down here for a
I
lighter.
know, I felt you
dropped
trying to
mine.
push it, but I was like, I'm not letting go of this shit. I'm like fighting
We
for
are
my
at
life.
55 minutes
And
for
it
the
went on.
podcast. Probably time to start wrapping it up soon.
Oh no, this is fun.
I know, let's go for another
That's why I
3
like doing it
hours.
so much.
Yeah, let's go tasing crazy.
Tasting crazy.
Really?
You think you'll light a cigarette?
I know, I haven't even opened my
probably will.
keystone yet.
It will.
Oh, you have. You're ahead of me.
I've done it,
Let's
but
try
I
it.
can't smoke
Oh,
down
yeah.
here. Grandma.
Yeah, you're right.
It will light too.
It
You
will.
guys could go outside and try to light it.
Alright.
Very
Have
true.
another beer, I'll give you a couple bucks. I just don't want to walk to a 7-Eleven.
Bye.
Bye
bye.
5 times.
Dead air.
Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air,
dead air.
dead air. Holy shit. It wasn't this a kooky fucking podcast, I
I
guess.
like this.
So pretty much
I
just
bet.
say no.
We talked about
No, you're
fucking
good,
dolphins
but-
fucking. We
You might
talked
as
about
well.
cake farts. I
I
got
don't trust
tased.
you.
I got tased in the arm.
Come on.
No, I don't
We
trust
got to
you.
talk about
Why
our
don't you
fight.
trust me?
Xavier
I'm
barely said
trustworthy
anything
person.
after the half
Really?
mark.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm chilling.
I'm way
He is
different
chilling.
than
Yeah,
I
he's
used
kind
to
of.
be.
He's just kind of.
It takes a while to get used to the vibe.
When you used to
that's
be,
his
I was
problem.
like-
He's new.
10.
He's gonna
Way
he's gonna
different.
get the vibe after a few episodes.
Where am I? Vape?
So this has been the Degenerates Basement Podcast. Who are you people?
I'm J.A. Vagabond.
Crack Sparrow.
Deadly Z1, man.
I'm Memphis
Maddie.
Randy.
Stargazer.
No.
Let's have a censor at the end. Knit.
Pulls. We're not racist.